How can you stop wasting your time? Let's find out. The most stupid phrase I've ever heard is, let's kill time. How can we kill our time? Nothing is worse than that phrase, killing time. Nothing is probably worse. Now, if there's one thing that probably all rich and successful people have in common, even though they're all very, very different, but they all value their time. So if you want to become more successful in your life, you as well, you have to value your time more, so you have to stop wasting it. How can we do that? Let me share with you 5 Ds on how you can stop wasting your time and start leading a more productive life. D number 1 is dunk. Yeah, just like at basketball, a dunk means a quick point, a quick win. So what are some small wins, some dunks, some small achievements that you can very quickly create that give you a good feeling? Many times we don't want to do the big thing. We are concerned and we're wasting our time because we don't want to go for the big goal. We feel the actions are too big. Don't do that. Do the small thing. If you want to write a book, don't think about writing the whole book. Think about writing 1 sentence, then maybe 1 page, or write for 2 minutes. Make your successes very small. Make the actions smaller. What you're going to discover is, number 1, you feel good about yourself. And once you achieve that, what do you want to do? Yeah, you want to do more of the same action because you feel good about yourself. In many cases, and you might know this as well, when you start with 1 minute on something, what's going to happen? Do you really just do a minute? No, you tend to many times do a lot more. D number 2 is day block. Block certain days for certain activities. Now, a lot of people, what do? They mix all their activities and stretch them out over the whole day. Now, my recommendation to you is, and you don't have to do it all the time, but every now and then you really want to day block. You want to focus a whole day for a certain set of activities. Let's say you have some errands to run, put all those errands into one day and get it over with. That way the errands don't annoy you for the rest of the week. Trust me, it's so much better than doing something every day, a little bit here, a little bit there. You can focus so much more and so much better on what's important to you when you day block. Number 3, delegate. Yet the way to stop wasting your time is to start becoming good at delegation. So many people are terrible at delegating. Even many executives that I've been working with, that I've trained, they have a hard time delegating. They feel they have to do everything themselves. And what happens when you feel you have to do everything yourself? You're actually wasting a lot of time. You feel like you're achieving a lot, you feel like you're accomplishing a lot, but are you really? Not really in reality, you're not. You're just achieving things. If you're delegating, you could get so much more done. Because how many hours do you really work per week? Depends on person, right? But that was a loud honk from somebody. Anyway, for the average person, it's 40 hours. It's 40 hours. Now, if you do everything yourself, all you work is 40 hours. But if you can delegate certain tasks to somebody else, now you can really multiply. 40 hours, 80 hours, 120, 160. And even if you're an entrepreneur and you're starting small, you can get a virtual assistant and start delegating certain parts. D number 4, delete. Think about what are unnecessary actions that you take because you've always taken them, but actually they waste a lot of your time. Yes, so many people that I see, in reality, they don't work a full day. They say they work 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day sometimes, and they're so busy. But if you really were to look at their day, those 8 hours, how are they spending them? Really productive hours are a maximum of 2 hours, which means 6 hours are generally wasted. So really take a really close and good look at your schedule and what you're doing, your day-to-day planning, and what can you delete? What are actions that you should stop doing that are completely actually unnecessary, and delete them. And D number 5, and this can be a real game changer for you, it's the DDD, the drop that deadline. Now, when I first learned about applying drop dead deadlines to my life, my results almost doubled. So what's a drop dead deadline? A drop dead deadline is really you decide on a certain result, a certain outcome that you have to achieve by a specific deadline. It has to be done no matter what. Okay, you have to do it no matter what. If you have to work all night long, drink 10 cups of coffees, you have to do it, but you have to achieve the result. Now, don't get me wrong, you're probably not going to achieve it every single time. But if you just achieved way more of your drop dead deadlines than you achieved before, fantastic. Your results will double, maybe triple even. Because drop dead deadlines give a sense of urgency, a sense of necessity that you have to accomplish something right away, right now, at this specific point in time. So apply DDDs. So comment below one time and share with us which of these 5 Ds are you going to use from now on. And also, if you haven't done it yet, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, lots of great videos coming up. If you like this video, you can click the like button as well. And most importantly, I really look forward to seeing you again soon.